Eskom and Transnet shakeup, SOEs under the presidency with a move towards privatization, by Satori News. In a bold move that reflects South Africa's drive towards more efficient and potentially profitable state-owned enterprises, SOEs, President Cyril Ramaphosa has announced a significant restructure for two of the country's economic heavyweights, Eskom and Transnet. This strategic shift is geared towards addressing the systemic challenges and financial woes these entities have endured for years. Eskom, the national electricity utility, grappling with a near R400 billion debt, is set to be reconstituted into three independently functioning entities: generation, transmission, and distribution. This is a radical yet necessary measure intended to streamline operations, improve accountability, and foster a competitive environment likely to attract private sector involvement. Similarly, for the country's logistics and infrastructure backbone, Transnet, enduring our 130 billion debt load, the perspective shift is towards inviting more robust private investment. This opening to the private sector could lead to the infusion of much-needed capital and expertise, potentially reducing the fiscal burden on the government and aiding in the modernization of its operations. The transfer of control of Eskom and Transnet from the Department of Public Enterprises to the Presidency aligns with the broader objective of creating a unified oversight body that would handle all SOEs. The idea mooted by the Presidency is to form a holding company model, which could streamline governance and bring a centralized, strategic approach to management and financial oversight. This holistic revamp suggests two primary benefits. First, it could lead to improved strategic alignment with national priorities, and second, it might ease the acquisition of finance, as investors often prefer enterprise operations under the aegis of a central authority like the Presidency. Nonetheless, this transition is dotted with legal and administrative challenges. Before Eskom can be effectively unbundled and Transnet opens its doors to private investors, there will be a series of legislative and regulatory hurdles to overcome. Issues concerning labor, the transition of assets and liabilities, and the safeguarding of national interests will feature prominently in these discussions. The proposed disbandment of the Department of Public Enterprises as we know it further underscores the severity of the restructuring efforts and highlights a move towards competency-based governance structures for the management of SOEs. This plan's success is pivotal for South Africa. Ensuring the operational and financial turnaround of these key state enterprises is critical, not just for the country's fiscal health, but also for the social and economic well-being of its citizens who depend on these services daily. With much at stake, all eyes are on the government's execution of this sweeping reform. Thank you for choosing Satori News.